welcome. I want to play a game.
Jigsaw was directed by the Spearing brothers and once again brings our wonderful serial killer John Kramer back into the mix. It's been 10 years after he's been dead or declared dead, and it's been 7 years since the last movie, and now he's back. The Jigsaw killer is back killing, and like every movie, the cops are trying to figure out why. Now this movie pulls you right in from the start. It doesn't start you off slow. It's like all the other ones where it immediately starts you in on the action of what's going on. It starts you in on the game, which I loved about the Jigsaw movies because they weren't like trying to explain themselves at the very beginning or whatever. It just put you right into the movie. There's no breath in between or breath at the beginning. It's just you jump right in immediately, and that's what's good about some of the Jigsaw movies. I like the Jigsaw movies a lot. The Saw movies, I like them a lot. But I feel that the first 3, maybe 4, were more necessary. The last 3 movies that came out were fine. They just ended. I can't say they ended. They were fine, but with the way that they were, and the way, I guess I could, with the way that they all ended, it just seemed odd. Especially number 7. It ended with somebody completely different, and they never show up in this movie. So, I don't know. It's just a little weird. Now, some of the acting in this movie, specifically from the victims, seems a bit strained. Not necessarily strained, but it doesn't seem like they're that into it at first. When you first watch the movie and you start seeing the actors for it, they're just they're in it, but they don't really seem into it until later on when the movie starts going more and more. Then you come to realize that, oh, they're actually doing a really good job. And that's fine. This movie, to an extent, feels a bit weaker than the others. I don't want to say it's super weak. It's like the worst one, because it's not. It's definitely one of the better ones. But it's in that range of everything repeats itself. If you've seen one Saw movie, if you've seen the other Saw movies, this one is no different. It follows the exact same trope and alignment that all the other movies follow. So that's another thing about this movie, is that it's a very good movie that's very strong in some parts, but it follows literally everything that has been in all the other Saw movies before. Now, there's a constant move, is what I'm going to call it, where they're constantly saying that John's alive, he's back from the dead, and I'm not going to go into spoilers. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. Or I do know, but I'm not going to tell you guys because I'm not one for spoilers. But they keep harboring on that a lot, and it's fine that they do, but they harbor on it so much that it gets repetitive and it gets old, and it gets to the point where you're just kind of like, I get it, move on to something that's more important. I mean, it is kind of a big thing about whether John is back or if he isn't back, if the original Jigsaw killer is back or isn't back. Now, there was a really big plot twist at the end, and I'm not going to spoil it. Again, I'm not going to do spoilers, but I called it in the movie, like right when the movie started. I called it, but then I had second guesses, but turns out my instinct was right. And it does follow a lot of the other Saw movies. Again, this movie in particular follows a lot of the other Saw movies. But from what it looks like in this movie it's definitely looking like they're going to try and reboot the franchise of Saw as a whole, because it takes place after all the other Saw movies and such, obviously. But from the way that it ended and the way that it was all set up, it seems like they're going to try again with Saw and bring them back in a more newer realm of time. It's a newer time, so they're going to try and bring it back. And they've done that with a bunch of other movies. They've done it with horror movies and comedies and all that stuff. So they've done it several times before. So I would like to see how Twisted Pictures does this, if they are going to make more Jigsaw movies. But again, this movie, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Random dog tail. I thought this movie was really good. I enjoyed it. I probably would go see it again because I enjoy the Saw movies. Some of them they probably could have done better without having them be in, but I enjoy them and I still enjoy this movie a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. I'm giving Jigsaw an A-. Guys, thank you so much as always. I'm debating about whether I want to do a review on the new South Park game that just came out last week. I've been able to play it twice now. That way I could debate on if I actually do want to do a review on it. I'll post it if I do. If I don't, then obviously I don't. I'm actually looking for someone right now for the time being to do game reviews for this channel. If you are interested in doing video game reviews for this, unfortunately won't be paid. It's just if you have free time and want to expand on, if you want to expand your name out, if you want to just get experience or any of that, definitely let me know. I'll have stuff down here, like places where you can message me. I'll have them underneath on this bar here. That way you guys can get in contact with me and let me know if you're interested. But thank you guys as always for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, like us, or like the page on Facebook. And as always, this is Pop Culture Critics signing off.